Good afternoon, class. I wanted to touch base just to go over this media club or the movie book music club assignment. Let me share my screen with you here so you can see the syllabus. So we're all looking at it the same way. So this is a pilot assignment, my first time rolling it out. And I do acknowledge that it's going to be more difficult here, especially in the abbreviated summer with a few students that can join each group. But the idea is to give you maximal choice to pick sort of a type of media that you like to, interact with, whether it be music or movies or a book, and hopefully find a like-minded set of peers that you can discuss drugs and drug-related concepts with at a different level than what we talk about when we talk about the lecture material or even the expert curated content that you guys are creating fact questions over. So the first thing you need to do is decide if you want to join a movie, book, or music club. For the movies, you can go back and watch four movies that have already passed, and ideally, comment on four separate movies would be the idea. Birds of Passage. I have uploaded an MP3 here with a clickable link, and there are English subtitles that I embedded both on that one and on the other Spanish title, Pain and Glory. But we have a wide array of different movies that you could pick from, including sort of the classic, drug American cult films. Music, I tried to create some mixtapes around themes related to drugs, like the idea of drugs sort of improving life or expanding the mind. There have been plenty of documented songs made just about abusing drugs. What does that feel like? What's the experience? What about the drug deal specifically? How about some reflections on drugs in society? There's some real meaty stuff in there that could be particularly fun to talk about, or especially, something that could set you off, something that could be, there's quite a bit in this particular theme. Your traditional pro-cannabis anthems, and then a couple chapters about the dark sides of drugs. First, going through or trying to get sober after, experimenting like this is, can be very difficult, and there've been lots of, horror stories there, some are documented to music. And then, finally, some of, sort of the wisdom that comes about after, crossing into that existence of sobriety, and quite a bit of regret in here too about the and warning as well. And then finally, you can pick the book here. I again have a clickable link here, and also with the mixtapes, you can click, follow the link. If any of these links don't work, let me know. I already know that there's going to be an issue with the Krisha. I have a alternative MP3 already ready to upload for you. But yeah, if you pick the book, the idea is that after the end of module 2, so right about now would be a great time if you wanted to make your first comment or discussion post on either the first movie, the first prologue of the book, or the first mixtape. As I am also okay with you bringing in your own movies and music, or maybe even your own book to the book club if you feel that that is the best way for you to learn or consider drugs, and especially if you can find a community to discuss it with you. Us having the relatively small class size, I will, if I have to, go in and be a participant in these discussion rooms. It's not that I don't want to, actually, quite the contrary. I very much want to talk about all of these topics. But the intent is, or my belief, and this is a documented belief, is that if I'm there, it actually changes the conversation a little bit. And I want this to very much be a peer-peer reflection on drugs, very much a traditional college experience, despite being in an asynchronous online classroom. Now, the discussions on this aren't very structured like they are for the thought paragraphs. And that is one potential criticism that I'm already starting to consider in my mind that, really maybe I should have had more hard deadlines in there rather than just saying, just before, if you post 4 discussions by the end of the year, you can get full credit for the discussion part. I that is probably a failure on my part. I do think I should have forced the structure a little more there and made you create 4 comments that are spread out or spaced out over the term. I guess I'm somewhat thinking that this should be such a fun assignment. Maybe you'll be jumping at the chance to participate, and that is another error probably on my own part. That even if you did find it to be enjoying, a little structure and prompt to post now recurring in a recurring manner would probably be a good one. But regardless, you will certainly have still to write an outline and a paper, regardless of how much discussion goes on in the community room. And here you will submit an outline to me at midterm, which is going to come up very quick since this is the abbreviated summer term. And then the final paper at the end of the term with your final thoughts from this whole reflective assignment that hopefully involved some community building and peer discussion in the classroom. Also a big point of this, new, somewhat risky assignment. And I do want to roll this out again. I plan to roll it back out in the fall. So if you have any suggestions for improvement and helping me make it a better assignment, I would very much appreciate reading those in the FCQs, or feel free to email me if you don't mind posting a non-anonymous comment as well. But yeah, keep the questions coming. Will always try to be quick to respond. I was camping this last weekend, which is why I was only responding on my phone. But even then, I will still try to respond to you, even if I'm at a campsite without electricity. I kept my phone charged just so I could monitor my emails and respond to you. And yeah, just in case you're curious, I was camping at the Acadia National Park. Went like kayaking along the sounds and around the islands and all this. It's very pretty if you can make it out there sometime. I highly recommend it. So anyway, let me know if you have any more questions about the course or this assignment or anything else. The virtual office, direct emails, Zoom meetings. I'm very happy to participate in any of this to help you navigate the course and understand my expectations.